Hello, I am Mystical Jenn, also known as just Mystic Jenn. Most people know me by Mystic Jenn. I have been a tarot reader for more than 20 years, and I started this YouTube channel in efforts to share my love for the tarot and to offer readings online. I am also going to show you a sample reading today. I have read for some of Hollywood stars. I used to be on a psychic hotline where I've read for some Hollywood stars and some big names. I can't divulge who, but I've been doing it for many years, and I want to help you, guide you along the way. One of the things I do want to say about the tarot is it's not a tool for yes and no questions. So if you want a simple yes and no questions, that's a little bit more difficult because the tarot speaks as to why something's happening. Then it's up to you to decide if it's a yes or no, because the tarot could say yes and you decide, no, I don't want that, and then it changes everything. The tarot's more of a guide. It gives you insights on your current situation or somebody else involved, whether it's your boyfriend, your fiance, husband, boss, brother, sister, mother, whoever. And with that said, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and give a sample reading today. And if you would like to order a reading from me, I have an Etsy shop that I just set up, and I will leave the link to my shop in the description below. So maybe you're looking at my Steelers emblem. Yes, I am a big Steelers fan. I can't wait till Sunday. I can't wait for them to kick some Browns' ass, you know. Okay, with that said, enough. Let's get on to the reading. This reading is for a client named Dee. It has to do with her job. She just wants some insights on what direction it's going to go. And by the way, any readings that I will do for you will be private. There'll be a private video that I will email you the link to. It's up to you whether you want me to make it public or not, but typically I usually keep them private. And unless my client says, okay, you can use my reading as a sample. And then for the video, I will make up a fictitious name for you, but you'll know it's for you. And I have other plans also that I want to start doing. Either, I don't know if I want to do weekly readings for the week ahead or daily. I haven't really decided that yet, but I will keep you informed on which direction I want to go. But for right now, let's get to the reading itself so you can see my style, okay, and decide if I am the reader for you, okay. Let's get to it. Okay, we're ready to get started here. I have my incense burning. I've got my candle. And we're going to dive right in. I do things a little bit differently. This is a modified Celtic cross spread. I learned this from a very renowned tarot reader. His name is Dusty White. Taken his courses, got his books. He has a whole new way of doing things, and this kind of makes sense. Typically you see the Celtic cross and then you see a staff going up this way. Well, he makes the staff go around in a circle, so it's like a continuous spiral. It's like it kind of brings the cards together. Okay? Now, to start for Dee, for her work situation, right, what we call the heart of the matter, or where she stands right now, is the Seven of Wands. Now, what I see here is somebody who is on top of her game, okay? She has a lot of people trying to compete with her for her position. And it reminds me of maybe salespeople, okay? But she's on top of her game. She's like the top dog in her office. And influences is the Four of Wands. And by the way, I should say that I am using the Hanson Roberts Tarot deck. And the first thing that comes to mind with this card here, coupled with the competition, my first instinct is real estate. She kind of reminds me of a real estate agent. So I would say she's a realtor. She's on top of her game and doing quite well. Okay. Now, the next one, and I forgot to start my music. I usually play music. Okay. Turn this down a little bit. Okay. Now, what is her foundation? To me, what I see is somebody with the Judgment card. Rebirth. It's like she feels she left one career to pursue another. She was looking for that some satisfaction, okay? And she had recently had a position where she was just so overloaded, so overburdened by the Ten of Wands. She had a lot of responsibilities in her previous job, and she was tired and wore out and was ready for a change, which led her to getting into the real estate game. Now, her expectations is more of a luxury life, being able to go with meeting new friends and colleagues and communing with them and learning. The Three of Cups. Celebrating. I see a celebration that she's expecting for her accomplishments that she's had in a short period of time that she's been in real estate. And what is coming up is it's made a happy home also. She feels satisfied by the Ten of Cups of putting families into their dream home. In addition to that, the card is telling me that she has more time for her family, more time for her children. And that is something that she was also wanting also, because she put a lot of long hours in her previous position. And her fears have been that she might have to leave this one if this doesn't work out. And it's coupled with the Ten of Wands. It is showing me that it was an agonizing decision to leave her last job and to go on something that is not a steady paycheck, that is solely commission. And she's afraid of failure despite her current achievements. But at the same time, she's hopeful that this is going to be, she's hopeful for a energetic and to transform herself into the Queen of Wands, where she's on fire right now with this real estate career. And she's hoping to keep that fire burning. Now there's other people in the mix of it all. Her environment is all about planning, and which really makes sense. And I am, the Three of Wands is, I'm looking, what drew my attention right away in this card are the boats in the background. Travel. Whether it's over sea, over the ocean, or even across the river. I'm seeing her dealing with a lot of clients that are relocating. I get the feeling of her specialty be relocation, helping people hook up with agents in their area to sell their current home and to find them a home in the area that she covers. And the final outcome of all this is the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups rings in to me the first thing that comes to my mind is she has to be careful about getting her head too far in the clouds. And that's probably where she's afraid of her failure, but so she's dreaming really big. And she needs to slow things down a little bit. She is busy right now. She does have a lot of competition, but she has to learn to keep things in perspective. Okay? And if she keeps her focus, it's almost like I'm also being told that her focus is shifting, maybe from one specialty in real estate to another. And the Ten of Cups, I see the extreme, almost like a river, a house off in the distance, and it's speaking relocation to me again. Ten of Wands is not a relocation, or Ten of Cups is not a relocation card, but I don't always go by the traditional meaning. It's whatever the cards speak to me. And I am seeing that she would do very well with specializing with relocation, real estate. People coming to her from different parts of the country, even different parts of the world. That's probably where some of the big things are coming into play. That's where in the Three of Rods, some people call it Three of Wands, is showing ships, like they're coming over seas. I see some big things going to be happening for her, and it's all around relocation. But she has to keep perspective. And not spread herself too thin. Okay, so this is my mini reading for her. She will actually have more information from me. I just wanted to keep this video as short as possible that you could get a general idea of what I do. I try to paint a picture here of somebody who was in a job that she was overburdened, that she did not enjoy. She would come home tired every night. She couldn't enjoy her family. So she made a career change. She turned her back on her old career and took a chance on her real estate career, where she was feeling she needed rejuvenation. She needed her energy, her drive to be renewed. And it was a very scary change for her. Afraid of failure. Where she really wanted to succeed. She really wanted to shine. She wanted to have that fire, that desire behind her. And she's expecting to meet a lot of new friends and mingle with a lot of top agents and learn. And this is really going to be freeing her up for her to enjoy her family and her family life, her children, and be very rewarding to help other families find that perfect home. As long as she keeps her head out of the clouds and doesn't spread herself too thin and try to specialize in 10 different aspects of real estate. That everything speaks here of relocation. of taking referrals on and finding these families the home when they have to relocate, whether it's because of a job change or family change or whatever. But that is it for this reading. And if Dee has any questions, she knows how to get in touch with me, which I will also provide that to you when it's your time to read. Okay, guys, you got a general idea of my reading style. And how I do things. I will, for my long readings, I will use that version of the Celtic Cross. I really like it. I like how things flow. I did not break it down into all the little mini spreads and everything because that would have been an extremely long video. I'm trying to keep this as short as I can. I will be offering various readings from a very detailed Celtic Cross reading for you, or I will have very short readings, like maybe 3-card spreads for very quick answer. So make sure you watch my Etsy shop. Check out the link below, and I will see you next time. Thanks for tuning in, and blessed be.